You guys ever come across a news article and go, well, this is propaganda? Happened to me in Manatee County. If you haven't heard, it's going down in Manatee County, and it has been for a while now. It all happened last August when Manatee voters decided in the Republican primary that they were sick and tired of commissioners who were in bed with developers. So they kicked them all out. And now their replacements are starting to show residents that they have a backbone. Their first proposed ordinance is to double the buffer zone for wetlands. And that's against what the state wants. So now the state is threatening to remove some of these newly elected commissioners. And they're starting to show that they have more than just a backbone. They're standing with the people. But now it's time the people stand with them. One of these commissioners is my cousin, Carol Ann Phelps. She's a longtime related cousin through the Cayman Islands. She's like 763 times removed. Us island folk, it's so small, we track back that far and we say, hey, that's my cousin. This is the hill that Carol Phelps and the Board of Manatee County Commissioners is ready to go out on because they were elected by the people of Manatee County to bring an end to overdevelopment. The news article said that the Manatee County Commissioners are pushing a radical anti-development agenda that is openly defiant of Governor DeSantis. When you go through the comments, though, it may defy DeSantis, but it's what the will of the people want. This fine piece of propaganda went on to say that the state is protecting private property rights of landowners. But you're stripping private property rights of residents, longtime residents, who don't want any more overdevelopment. And they're saying, well, the landowners who wish to develop their property into cookie-cutter houses, they're not harming anybody, but they are. Manatee County Commissioners are now having to deal with the failures of the previous board. The infrastructure isn't there in Manatee County. And the Manatee County Commission is saying we can't knowingly pass this because it's going to harm our constituents. Think about it this way. If by overdeveloping your piece of property you claim isn't harming anybody, what happens when you put 20,000 new cars on a 2-lane road and now somebody calls 911, can't get to the hospital in time and perishes? The people of Manatee County already feel like the Florida GOP is punishing them. After they kicked out all those Republican-loving developers that were on the board and replaced them with Republicans who will have the will of the people, well, the GOP decided the Republican Executive Committee needed to be suspended, and they did so. The Florida GOP didn't stop there. They went ahead and removed 2 people who were elected by voters to the board. Now, here's a part of the story that's really some BS. I ran for Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioner back in 2024, and I had my opponent shut down venues where I was going to host my campaign kickoff. He used Tammy Zerla, the Hillsborough County Fire Marshal, to do so. His name was Michael Owen. He has now been elected to a state representative seat. When I found out what Tammy Zerla and Michael Owen did to the 2 small venues in Hillsborough County, I immediately called the governor's office, and I said, listen, this is what the man did. He cheated in an election. The governor's office told me that they can't legally remove an elected official. So in Hillsborough County, the governor's office has no jurisdiction to remove a county commissioner who knowingly targeted his political opponents. But in Manatee County, the governor's office is threatening to start removing commissioners like a bodily function if they don't give developers what they want. My only question here is this: do you guys stand with Carol Ann Phelps and the Manatee County Commissioners, or do you stand with Ron DeSantis and those developers who want to continue to overdevelop Florida? I'm Matt the Welder. God bless America, and I really miss John Belushi.